Welcome to One Chemistry. Always try to do your best. Now, let us see about 100 conversion in organic chemistry. We are seeing it as episodes. This is the episode number 43. If you didn't watch previous episode, I encourage you to go and see. Here, we solve 5 problems step by step. Stay tuned. Let us see the question number 1. The starting metal contains the fused system with 4 member and 5 member. 4 member contain alkene, 5 member contain ketone and 2 methyl groups. You are using the light and acetone. They ask you to guess the products. Products are cyclized in multiple way and the ring is open here. From the reagents and from the products you can understand that the naming photochemical reaction is involved here. The answer is A. Let us see how. Here starting metal contain 4 member ring which is strained will contain alkene. If you use light, what really happens is the pi bonds are very weak, so it gets loosened there, so it forms diradical there. So diradical is formed in the pi bond. Then I return the single bond in the middle which is the fused bond as a diradical for convenience. Then the 2-3 bond formation is occur. It may look unusual 4 to 3 member ring because you are forcing to strain. But let us continue the reaction. You have 1,4 diradical remain there also. Again the radical has to be quenched. So again what really happens is 3,7 bond is broken by Norris type 2 reaction. So the radical is broken. The bond can break between 3 and 7 but 6 and 7. 3 and 7 form stable tertiary radical. So the bond break between 3 and 7 will be occur. The radicals combined. How it's combined is the magic here. So 1 to 7 combines as well as 3 to 4 combined. So system become 3-dimensional system. If you think simply, system go from 4 member to 3 member, but really it's a 3-dimensional system here. So the answer is clearly A. Here you have to learn 2 things. One is double bond is very weak in terms of bond strength, so it really opens as diradical first. Second thing is if there is a choice, the radical will break between the stable radical, which is a tertiary radical. Then the question number 2. The starting metal is kind of indole system where bromine and iodine is attached there. The next step you are using the amine which is conjugated with alkene and then with carboxylic acid ester. Then the next step you are using the tertiary alcohol which contain alkene also there. Here you are using the palladium reagent, phosphine and triethylamine. Here they ask you to guess the products. Products are mostly coupled one. But the problem is you have to guess whether the products are cis or trans in the alkene. Here the problem is all about selectivity. Whether you have to guess iodine is reacting or bromine is reacting. One naming reaction also involved here. The answer is D. Let us see how. The starting metal contains bromine and iodine. You are using the reagent of palladium, so it's clearly a Heck reaction. What really happens is the Heck reaction is halide will be removed and new CC bond will be formed here. But here it's tricky. Which one reacts, bromine or iodine? But iodine will react according to halide reactivity. Iodine is a good leaving group, so it reacts first. So CC double bond is formed. Normally in Heck reaction, CC double bond is cis in nature, so cis is formed here. The next step you are using again the same reagent, but you are using the alkene with bulky tertiary alcohol group. So tertiary alcohol group is bulk. What really happens is during the Heck reaction the group go away and forced to trans nature. So first addition is cis, second addition is trans. So the product is obviously D. Here you have to learn 2 things. One is Heck reaction always favor with easy leaving group, which one is iodine, which is normally the halide reactivity is fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. Iodine is higher, fluorine is least. Then normal the coupling leads to cis bond. If there is a bulky group during the coupling, the bulky group forced away and trans is formed here. Then the question number 3. The starting metal is ketone and ester. You are using the lithium HMDS which is hexamethyl disilazine in lithium form and hydrazine, and you are using the acid chloride. They ask you to guess the product. The product is the heterocyclic system. Products also ask you to guess the ester is there or not, or alcohol or reduced product is there or not. The question also contains 5-member or 6-member is formed here. So you have to understand that ring closure is occur and hetero ring formation is there. The answer is A. Let us see how. The starting metal contain ketone and ester. We are using the lithium HMDS. The lithium HMDS always forced to the enol form. It stabilizes the enol form and help it as a good nucleophile. So the double bond attacks the carbonyl, chlorine leaves, new CC bond will be formed. Here 2 ketone is there. You are using the hydrogen. Then what really happen is ring closure is occur. 5-member new ring formation is occur there. Here chances of aromaticity is there. So hydrogen leaves and 5-member system is formed. The hydride transfer occurs there. So new aromatic system is formed. So if you rewrite, you get the answer A. So clearly it's driven by aromaticity. Here you have to learn 2 things. One is HMDS, which is hexamethyl disilazine, always stabilize the enol form. Second thing is if there is a need of the aromaticity, then hydrogen will switch and aromaticity will be forced there. Then the question number 4. The starting metal is complicated 5-member system attached with long chain. Here many functional groups are there. You have to guess the product formation. The reagent is titanium aluminum, cyclopentyl group and methyl group is there. Bridged chlorine also there. Here pyridine is used with low temperature. Here 4 products are shown. The products are differ in the stereochemistry there, as well as the ring closure is definitely occurred there. So you have to guess one Nemi reaction is involved and definitely ring closure is occurred here. The answer is C. Let us see how. The starting metal contain ketone which is in ester and long chain is there. We are using titanium aluminum reagent. It's called Teffe elimination. How this elimination occurs means CO bond becomes CC, meaning ketone become alkene there. Then you have the same system which contain conjugated double bond and one alkene is there. So what really happened is 4 plus 2 cycloaddition happened. New ring formation is occurred there. So 2,5 ring formation and 5,4 ring formation is there. So there are 3 rings are there. If you number it and rewrite it properly, you will get the answer C. Here you have to know important thing, how to write the stereochemistry is here. Stereochemistry is here given for mostly confusion, but you can guess. Cycloaddition reaction is mostly a syn reaction, so both should be on same plane. So 2, 3 and 4, 5 are in same plane. 8 oxygen already is below, so there is no question. Third phenyl group is trans to CO80, also should be below because it is in the trans form. You should imagine the molecule in the 3D, otherwise you cannot identify properly. Here big molecule is given. They are checking your mental stamina and your energy there. Here you have to learn 2 things. One is if you are using a Depay reagent, CO becomes C double bond C. Then you have to always consider intracycloaddition if there is a conjugated diene and alkene in the same system. Then the question number 5. Here starting metal is ketone, one side attached with methyl, other side attached with cyclohexene. The hexene, the double bond is in conjugated with CO. You are using the phenyl magnesium bromide and copper iodide and H3O+. Then you are using sodium methoxide and bromine. Here they ask you to find the product. The products are differ in the stereochemistry as well as position of bromine there. So you have to really understand that the selectivity of attack in the phenyl ring. Here you are using the methyl magnesium bromide. The question is all about where the Grignard reagent attack, directly to carbonyl or in the alkene. Here you are using the copper, it's a soft one. So the attack will happen on 1,4 fashion. It is a Michael addition reaction. Michael addition always occurs in the conjugated reagent in 1,4 fashion. So phenyl attack in the 1 position. 4th position is compensated by magnesium and copper there. Then you are using the sodium methoxide. There is a 2 alpha hydrogen removal. So which one will be stable? Always the primary anion is stable, secondary is least stable. If you know the stability of anion, primary is stable than secondary. So primary is the major one and the product will be the brominated in the abstracted position. So the answer is clearly A. Here you have to know stereochemistry. Stereochemistry can be simple also. As you attack from the opposite side, you can guess the attack there. But if you think of first Plackner rule and trans isomerism, then you will get the same product. Here you have to learn why this question is important. The question is all about selectivity, where the addition is 1 2 or 1 4, or which anion is stable. So you have to learn this from solving these two problems. So you have to learn these 2 points from solving these problems. That's all from this episode. I hope it was useful. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestion, comment below. Stay tuned for next episode.